Throughout history, there were many different variations of execution methods which were tried and tested by executioners to make the proceedings swifter and quicker. When the guillotine was brought into France, the people actually disliked it due to the fact it made executions too quick and clinical, and the population preferred methods such as a breaking wheel, where they could see someone being battered to death by clubs. But the gallows as an execution structure saw much tweaking and changing, and in America they even developed a device known as the upright jerker, and instead of someone plunging through a gallows trapdoor, they would be sent high up into the air, and the aim was for someone to be jerked with such force that their neck would be snapped. But there was one set of gallows inside of Germany which was used for centuries, and it still stands today as a symbol of justice, and there were many executions carried out on the Triberg Gallows. To support our channel, please make sure to subscribe. The Triberg Gallows is a double gallows which is found on a high piece of land in Germany, known as a Hochgericht. It is found on the county road that goes from Schönwald to Villingen, in the German state of Baden-Württemberg. A gallows has existed on the site since the late 16th century, and local people from towns around this region were brought to the gallows for their execution. In the 16th century there were 2 wooden gallows found on the spot, and people were brought out of the towns to be executed on the high ground, and their remains would then be shown for some time to many people. The point of using the Triberg Gallows was for someone on the county road to pass by the remains of people on the gallows, and they would then think twice about committing certain crimes. Robbers and highwaymen would pass by the hanging bodies, and this would usually be enough to deter them from their crimes. It was a symbol of justice and power, and the execution site was visible for many miles around. Later in 1721, the wooden gallows which stood high up on the hill were replaced by a stone structure. 2 stone pillars were created from sandstone, and they were reinforced with iron bands. They were joined together by a wooden crossbeam, and on one of the pillars there are 2 initials on it, most probably from the mason who created the gallows posts. The Triberg Gallows was supposed to be a symbol of justice from the anterior Austrian Obervogtei of Triberg. The new stone gallows that was created was large enough for more than one person to be executed on it. It was usually 2 people who were executed there. By 1779 there were 15 recorded executions that took place on the Triberg Gallows, and 12 of these were for people who were accused of witchcraft. All across Europe witchcraft trials took place, and people were incredibly fearful of these people, and they were usually executed or hanged in brutal fashion. Today the Triberg Gallows still stands as a reminder of the power and justice of the local lawmakers of the past, and as a memorial to those people who were executed on the device for different reasons. As mentioned, most were executed for witchcraft, but there are most certainly more than 15 who were executed on the Triberg Gallows. Today it's a popular spot for hikers and walkers who explore the area, but for miles around in the past many people would have been able to see the bodies literally swinging from the Triberg Gallows. Thanks for watching. To support our channel, please make sure to subscribe, and once again, thank you so much for watching.